we're now, I think, about 550 on the west and 600 on the depth. So, and still open west, still open east, still open south. So this is just scratching the surface, Steve. Well, it's as exciting as it is now, and we had a great year in 2024.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. Joining me now is Terry Lynch. She is the CEO of Power Nickel. And Terry, it's always great to have you back. How are you?
I'm doing great, Steve. It's always good to see you. Probably the last time before the holiday season. So Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you as well. And it is a merry one as far as your drilling is concerned, because you've again shown the presence of mineralization. So this is the drilling program that keeps on drilling and giving as well.
You know what? Nothing is more exciting in mining than a hot discovery that just keeps on working. And the Lion Zone is as hot as anything in the world right now. And I don't know if you looked at that core picture, but the chalcopyrite is just so massive. It's so exciting. I mean, when I saw it, I thought, "Holy cow!" It's just mind numbing, really. But it's opens up it was our deepest hole, so just continues to grow the mineralized zone and shows that we're open and on the strike and the depth and it's just yeah, and it was an awesome result, and happy to bring that to our shareholders as a little bit of a Christmas gift for them.
Yeah, so this is extending down over 600 meters below surface. And you mentioned that zone, the Lion Zone. This is a bit to the west of where the current discovery is, correct?
Yeah. So we're now, I think, about 550 on the west and 600 on the depth. So, and still open west, still open east, still open south. So this is just scratching the surface, Steve. Well, it's as exciting as it is now, and we had a great year in 2024. I think 2025 is even going to be more spectacular. So it's really sort of a happy day.
Yeah, obviously assays are still pending, but we should mention you're seeing obviously the high grade copper that you talked about, but also some gold, some silver, some platinum. There's a lot of different things within here. Are those things that you're looking at as well, other than the copper, as potential strong suits of this particular program?
Oh yeah. I mean, so as strong as the copper is, we're almost as strong on the PGEs, right? So platinum, palladium, it's almost equal to the copper in terms of value, and then we got
Yeah,
some pretty impressive gold and silver kickers. So
yeah.
that's been fantastic. And of course, this is still a nickel deposit. So underpinning it is there's a nickel base. So it'll ultimately be, we think, equal parts nickel, copper, and what we call noble metals. So the PGEs plus gold and silver. So about a third, a third, a third. So that's great. The polymetallic mines are super rare, but they're super
Mhm.
big, and they're the most valuable mines in the world.
Yeah. Lastly, Terry, you mentioned obviously that the drilling is still continuing. So what's sort of the plan for the next, few months here? What are we going to be seeing?
Yeah, so obviously when we get sparklers like this, you put it out even as a picture. But we'll have assays out. We hope to get one more set out before Christmas. We'll see. Yeah, again, we're in the hands of the assay gods. So, but otherwise, assays early in January and throughout. There'll be assays every I would say 2 or 3 weeks going forward, and just a lot more drilling news because we're in the midst of 30,000-meter drill program. So the first 10,000 meters sort of got us to where we're at today. We haven't yet released any assays from that 30,000-meter program, and we're probably about halfway through. So we got lots to come, and then we'll be drilling earnestly until the end of April. And I think the cool thing about right now for us is that we're really starting to get a feel for the mineralized area and the technologies that you can use for these sulfide zones, like the downhole EM has been critical. Been amazing how now we can, we're shooting fish in the barrel. Like we know where we're going with this thing, and we take a snapshot. So that successful hole that we had, we went down there with the downhole EM machine, take another shot, and we know what's in front of us. So could it change? Like, could there be some anomaly that distorts it? It's possible, but again, we're able to factor a lot of that stuff out. But generally speaking, high correlation to success with that type of drilling. So we're really stoked that we've been able to understand the science and be able to follow it down.
Yeah, it's amazing with the modern technology for sure. Terry, thanks so much. Good update, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Okay, man. Have a great one. Cheers now.
Yeah, you. Terry Lynch, CEO of Power Nickel.